Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We're in the loft kitchen at the moment, and I'm standing by with a lady who has so much to offer the fruit world. She's a product developer for Woolies, particularly in their fruit department, and she's developed this whole new varietal of grapes that she's brought into Woolies stores, and she's here to share more. Sally Holderness, welcome to Afternoon Express.
Thanks very much.
So we've spoken a bit about, when I went into the stores not too long ago, I noticed that you've got this new varietal called the Flavour Burst on your grapes. And I wanted to know more, so please share with us.
Okay, so Flavour Burst is we've got a range of different fruits in our fruit offer that are Flavour Burst. They are very special varietals. How we kind of come up with our Flavour Burst range is that we look for exceptionally kind of special varieties of nectarines or grapes, and then we take those varieties, we work very closely with our growers. We've got very special partnerships with our growers, and we select very specific growers for those varietals and select very specific terroirs as well. So that's the kind of microclimate or the kind of the climate that they grow in. So that gives different kind of flavours as well.
It's almost like wine.
Fruit.
I mean, choosing the right kinds of soils,
exactly
the right kind of places and regions.
Correct.
And you guys really fiddling with creating the perfect blend is basically what we've
and they
found.
all kind of give different nuances to the fruit and different flavours. And then not only that, but we also work very closely with the farmers in terms of when we pick those grapes, because when you pick them determines the sweetness level and all those kind of flavours, and it's critical as to when you pick those grapes.
Great.
Then they obviously go through our cold chain, so when you get them, they're as fresh as they can possibly be.
I've seen them on the shelves, but I haven't tasted them just yet, so I'm going to steal one if I can.
You can steal one.
Oh, wow. It's got a completely new flavour to the grapes that I'm used to from Woolies.
Very much so, yes. These have got incredible flavours. So we work with growers in South Africa, and they approach us with new varietals that they think our customers will really love.
Sure.
We then taste those varietals, we get excited about them. It's a very long process from that point to actually being able to have them on the shelf. Takes about 10 to 12 years.
What?
It's a long process. So we work with the growers, who work with the breeders. We decide which varietals we want. They then send the plants over to South Africa. They've got to go through quarantine for 2 years, which is legislation to just make sure that they haven't got any diseases that they're bringing in.
Yeah.
They then are planted in trial blocks. We go and taste the trial blocks. It takes about 3 years before we can taste those trial blocks. And then we see whether they've actually, you know, in our local terroir, whether they've got those unique flavours that we're looking for.
Fascinating. A lot of people would always think that when you're buying sort of flavours like this, that it must have become imported, because this is a flavour I've never tasted before in my life. And like, it's the first time I'm having this taste, you're having a first like sort of impression with me. It's not even that it's sweeter or a slightly different texture. It's got that, still got that crunch to it. It's nice and sweet, but at the same time, it's got a whole new flavour to it. It's almost like, I can't even describe it. If I were to describe what grapes should taste like, that is what they should taste like. And they've got an incredible new flavour. But does that make it imported, or is this all done locally?
Absolutely not. No, these are all grown locally.
Wow.
So we work with suppliers, and the benefit of that is obviously that you're supporting local farmers. And we also, there's a term called geographical spread, which is an industry term, but that essentially means that we will have a variety and we can grow it in different areas of the country, and we've got quite diverse climates.
Awesome.
So we can extend that season almost. So even though you think that grapes should be in season only for 3 weeks, we've maybe got 5 to 6 weeks of grapes, this certain varietal, because some are in hotter climates and some are in cooler climates, so they're ready at different times.
Big question that everyone's going to ask is, what's in it for me? So me as a consumer, I come into the shop and I buy these sort of grapes. You mentioned the idea of supporting the local markets. Is that a real big thing? And is this buying these sort of grapes an important way to go and support that?
Absolutely. And wherever possible, we try and sell local fruit. We do have imported options as well available, but we do work very closely with our local farmers. And interestingly enough, a lot of the varietals that we bring over here actually work better than they have elsewhere in the world, because our growers and farmers are so experienced and really good at what they do.
Sure.
So you're also getting some of the best fruit that you can get, which is why people import from South Africa.
This is absolutely amazing. Sally, I've honestly learned so much. Thank you for coming to share this information with us. I really am impressed with these grapes. These are out of this world. Honestly, I've never tasted grapes like this in my life before. I'm excited to see what Clem can do with them, so she'll take them across.
Absolutely. They've all got different unique flavours, so
lovely.
Let's see.
Cool. So Clem, I've got some grapes for you.
Thank you, thank
Hope
you.
you've got a grape recipe for us.
Oh my goodness! Well, it is a grape recipe. Can I just say your face when you tasted that grape?
Sure, guys.
It's
I'm
not.
I'm overwhelmed.
And it's not over-exaggeration.
No,
because
I'm
I've never
overwhelmed.
seen someone else's face that tastes this any less than what you showed.
Yeah, and it's proof because I've been working in live television for over 7 years, and I always find myself like always thinking about the show, like what about the show, what about the viewer, what are they getting out of this conversation? And this was the first time ever that I've been like, I just want to stop this interview and tell everyone to just like pause for a moment and be like, taste this.
It is.
Please, I want to go to my producer and be like, taste this.
No, really. So can I tell you, they've got a variety that tastes of butterscotch, and it tastes.
And it's not even genetically modified,
not.
which blows my mind.
And then you get candy floss. Like, so it's amazing.
Guys, it's
I
insane.
think everybody stop right now. Okay, wait till the end of the show.
Yeah.
And then go and get some of these grapes. They're so amazing.
It sounds like we're really selling crazy products, but let's just kind of put these together
It's
because they'll sell
it's
themselves.
Like
I
the
promise
Willy
you.
Wonka of like grapes.
It's insane.
Okay, cool. Let me bring it back. Let me talk about what I've done.
Right.
So
What's in the pan? What's going on over here?
So you know how wines go really well with cheeses? Same reason grapes do. Because I mean, if you don't know this, guys, grapes are what you use to make wine. So
Yeah. Really? That is so
Yes.
amazing.
So grapes in the same way work so well with cheeses. So with this beautiful cheese, the grapes that you brought me now, with the white variety, I'm going to actually pair with that with some pecorino or some parmesan.
Great. I haven't actually tasted the white varietal yet, so I'm going to steal one of those from you.
Go for it,
quickly.
go for it. Ooh. So good. Let me just stop it right, put it right there, make a bit of a mess. So I really like the way that you've got that, I know. I think we should get all our viewers to send in videos of their reactions once they taste these grapes.
this is...
It's so amazing. So what I've got is, I like there's a slight tartness with those really being sweet. There's a unique flavor in these green grapes.
Yeah.
And I find that freshness goes really well with the saltiness of pecorino or parmesan. It's amazing. So try that combination. And then I've also got some blue cheese. Now, Dan, I know your mind's already been blown today, but what do you think these are?
Those are chocolate-covered grapes.
Yes.
It looks exactly like chocolate-covered grapes. I don't know what you were thinking I was going to say.
I don't know where your mind is right now. It's going to go on anyway. Chocolate-covered grapes with blue cheese are all... It's so good. It's so amazing. It's a combination you absolutely have to try.
Yummy.
And then the last combination that I'm going to try is something a little different. Let's swap sides.
Cool.
So in the pan over here, what I've done is I've slowly cooked down some onions. We always speak about slowly cooking it down because it brings out the natural sweetness. Then I've added some of those grapes, the Flavour burst green grapes to it, and they just started bursting on their own. So you got this quite unique sweet flavour, but I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of sherry vinegar.
More sweet.
More grape. And you can smell it's more intense.
Oh, yes. It does have that vinegar smell to it. You mentioned sherry being super, super sweet and smelling like the sort of grapes. This doesn't. It smells almost
but it also
like vinegar.
it cuts through the sweetness of everything that you got in the pan and lifts the flavour of the grapes and everything else that you got happening in the pan. So give it a quick stir.
Cool.
And you just want to kind of bring it through. As you can see, it's so
You haven't
jammy.
even told us what this is. Is it a jam? Is it a marmalade? Is it a...
Is it a
what
chutney? Is it a jam?
what is it?
What is the difference, Dan?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
Sugar content. I don't know.
This is also great. I mean, being the little condiment that goes really well. It's a grape condiment that goes really well with grapes. Hey.
It's so crazy. It's grapes on grapes on grapes.
That's the way it should be.
If people can make songs about like random words that no one ever understands ever half the time, we can make a song about grapes on grapes on grapes.
And I'm actually going to put some of this directly on the cheese. And also that sweetness cuts so well with the sharpness of the blue and the creaminess of the camembert and the pecorino. So this one goes well with almost all cheeses.
I'm inviting you to every picnic that I'm ever going to go to from here on out if this is the spread that you're creating.
They call me Picnic Pedro. You don't know about that? You don't know about that? Dan, I'm sinking right now. Not even helping me.
This is so damn awkward. All right, later on, more recipes to come on the show, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But if you want to get all the details on how to make that particular, what are we calling it, marmalade jam chutney, all the details are on our website. It's afternoonexpress.co.za. Click on all the links for our recipes and you'll find all the details on how to make that. Also, the spread is obviously so simple. Make it your own and try out these grapes. And if you can, please tag us in some photos of your reactions, organic reactions for those tastes that you have of these Flavour burst grapes. They are absolutely insane. What are we making later?
So I'm going to be more grape. A beautiful grape salad with occasion roasted pumpkin.
So what are you going to put in? Because you said it's a grape salad. Meaning, is that a pun on great? More recipes coming up later on Afternoon Express.